Right, good morning everyone. This morning I'm going to start with a zoomed out view before we get to the daily levels. So yeah, I've got two indicators that I'm using. The one is the Fibonacci speed fan, where we can see we're basically hugging that 618 level, and the other one is this time-based, trend-based Fibonacci time. We just call it the Fibonacci time. So it's from this low. Let me zoom out a bit. It's from this last pivot to that high pivot to that low pivot, and it's giving quite good results or reactions. That one, well, that was on that low pivot, and then the first one, the 0.618, was on that drop from the first all-time high, and then on the second all-time high. Well, it was just a day early. Well, actually it was the pump and then the drop directly after that. So we're on the daily time frame now. So around that level there's quite a bit of action. And then the next one was the 1.618. You can see we had a little pump up and there was quite an action. I think that was from the 50,000 round area, dropped down to 47. That was a decent move. Once again there you can see that move again from 51. Well, it kept on for 2 days to 46, and that was the 2, and now the 2.618 is coming up tomorrow evening. What's that? Wednesday evening, Thursday morning our time. So it's just something to watch out for quite a move. It's been quite accurate so far, so I won't place bets, blindly, but I'll just definitely watch or pay more attention on that day for reaction. Let's just go to the other chart, see what we've got here. So we basically formed that channel in June, July, or May, June, July, probably May, June, July. That low was from that point there, and that high was from that point quite accurately. So you can see we've moved into this channel. So ideally for all the bulls, we want to get out of that channel, but there's a big possibility that we can just range in this channel, for quite a while. If we look at that channel, we were in there for that's 78 days. Now that's like 2.5 months we were ranging there. So we've only been here for a few days. We can easily stay here till the end of March, well, mid-April. Okay, and then I put this Fibonacci speed frame from the Corona lows to the all-time high, and then you see more or less where we are now, towards the lower half of this channel. That takes us to the 32 level, where it crosses a naked point of control and a naked weekly point of control. So there's a bit of confluence there. Not saying it's going there, not saying it's going to stop there, it might go further. I've just put in these other naked point of controls. They more or less correspond with, how can I say, the calculated next levels of expectation, or expectation of next levels. The one is around that 27,000 area, the other one around the 23,000 area, and then the 19,000 area are the levels of sort of resistance. You can see that 23,000 level corresponds with that, you can say, order block we've got there, and that one corresponds with that little order block we've got there. And those ones there's quite a bit of action there. And these, the 19,000, you can see there's a bit of well, that's probably the most resistance we'll have on the way down, is at 18,000. Right, for most of us holding Bitcoin, we hope we don't go that low, but if we do, we'll just have to make money from all the way down there. Right, let's get to the daily levels. Right here I've got the daily levels. You can just pause your screen and record them, and you can watch them moves today according to these daily levels or how they react to these levels. Right, I know this is quite busy, but we'll just start with all the levels and then we'll clean some out to decide what we're going to use and what not. So first, maybe we try and figure out this reaction here. So the first one is, you can see this Fibonacci. That's right there, so 618 and the 66. So that's sort of a zone there. It was pulled from this last pivot, the previous high that we had here. So I think that's quite a relevant Fibonacci, but it's gone through there now. But we can leave that on our charts. I'm just gonna hide it for time being. And then I've also got this anchored VWAP from the top we had here, from this series, or the last high pivot before we dropped so hard in our previous range. So you can see that also formed. It's definitely influenced the turn we had here. And then we also had the August low from maybe I can just zoom out a little bit and show you. But I've had that on my chart for quite a while. So I've got that low, August low. I've also got that July low, but I'm hiding that for now for the time being, so not relevant right now. So that was the one reason. And then I also had this this key level marked here. So that was that, like when we came into this range, that was our highest point. So I had that marked as a key level, but we can hide that now. Okay, then I've also got this, if we go to the ranges, I've updated our range, our local range here. It definitely changed with this move up. Our value area high has moved up, our value area low has moved, and there's our point of control. So our point of control is exactly on previous day value area high and previous day equilibrium. So I'm gonna hide that for now because it just clutters the chart. And then you'll see our local value area high that has changed after that move has just been acting as perfect resistance on this move up. So there, it wasn't formed yet, so don't look at that that high that was formed there. That was this one, this rejection. Alright, we can close that down now. So we formed single prints last night on the way up here. Just make sure, okay, let me select that one. So those are the two levels, the blue levels for there. And if I select that one, those two blue levels, that one and that one, will be the top and the bottom for that single print. So I remember what I said, the bottom of this will act like a magnet. If it turns, then we can clear the single print. If it goes through, then the bottom of this one, you'll always find a reaction on top, but the bottom is the big magnet. So you might want to take that out, clean these single prints before it goes up, exactly like I did with all these other single prints we had this side. That's more or less. We've got two new naked session point of controls. So this one is the 34287. Let me just select it to make 100% sure. 34287, yes. And then we have this one at 33610, I think. 33610, yes. Those are two new naked session point of controls. You can just mark them as well and check the reaction there. Now, so this order block has acted as support at the bottom here, so I'm leaving that in. The other one I've hidden because we've worked through it and actually filled it. So those are the levels for the day. My trading plan will definitely be, I would fill that order block, but this point of control will definitely cause a reaction. I'm a bit in two minds if this is too high, and if you see the daily open is there. If we hit the previous day value area high, there's a really good chance that we will go down to the previous day value area low. So I will watch the reaction, yeah, but I'll be cautious. Maybe if it turns around, I'll wait for a rebound before I go long. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not 100% sure, because it's not a good position to short from there. So I'll rather just wait for the previous day value area low to take a long from there. Or if there's a bit of a reaction here, maybe take out that naked session point of control and then look for a short down from there. Yeah, so that's all those highs there, because that will now also become a new a key level just above the daily opener in the previous week equilibrium. So this area here, yeah, looking for that for a short, and the value area low around here for a long. So that's quite a big range. Yeah, I'm just going to be patient today, not rush in. Oh yeah, there's one other thing I wanted to show. No, not that short, that long position. Oh yeah, I took it here. Maybe go down to the 5 minutes. Now there was a little short I took, you can't really see it here. Yeah, I took it off that leg, that wick down, and I got my first take profit, and it just came, and then I moved my stop loss to entry. It just came back and stopped me out. That was quite sad, but anyway, it's a winning trade. But you can see my analysis was correct, because we did go up there. So I'm still struggling with that a bit. But you see, if I was wrong, because we are in a downtrend here, and if I was wrong on that bounce, I don't want to have a big loss. So that's why after the first take profit, I moved my stop loss to entry. I was probably a bit late. If I could have entered there, then, but that's not a bad entry, I thought. And then last night, just before I closed off, what was that? That was a short position there. Yeah, there it is. So let me just how can I do this? Replay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show. So if you look at this now on the 15 minutes, it showed it much better. Remember I showed you, I'm just going to hide that short position. I showed you those wicks up, and it makes those long wicks up, 1, 2, 3. So the first one, the next one higher, and the third one a little bit lower. And I was looking at it last night, but my exchange was already switched off, and I thought, yes, this is just, it looks so perfect, that picture. And I took the short off that little rebound there. Well, it was a paper trade, obviously. And look how good it looked. So that was I think it came up to here. See, that was a 1.93%. So if you go on 10x leverage, that's 19% already. That's quite serious. So my first take profit would have been really close. So there, around there, normally $100 just to get myself out of trouble. But look where it went there. Yeah, 17%. Let's play it. And then obviously I got stopped out, but that was a really good trade there. Don't really know why it reacted off here, but anyway, just something for your observation and maybe to learn from, educational purposes. That's it for the day. I'm starting to rumble now. Watch the levels, and record your, like I did there, play around, record your reactions, and back test and see what did you do wrong, how was my thinking correlated, how was my thinking correlated with the market, and then we learn from there. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow.